Breaking news po. Grabe si Senador Marcoleta. Inalog ang utak ni Senador Lacson at Tito Soto. Nagkasigawan daw mga kababayan. Nabingi ang loob. Nakakabinging sigawan sa loob ng Senado dahil tila talagang bakbakan po. Kasi ang alam po ng dalawa mga kababayan, parang pinapalabas kasi ni Tito Soto at Pampilo Lacson na itong insertion ng budget ay masama. So dito mga kababayan, ay talagang inilabas si Senador Marcoleta ang katotohanan. Parang pinapalabas nila na ang mga senador na nag-insert ay mga korap. Hala ka mga kababayan, dito po talagang lumuwa ang utak ng dalawang ito na mga school bukol. Ang galing talaga ni Senador Marcoleta na talagang alam niya ang bawat letra ng batas at paano i-deliver ng maayos at naiintindihan ng sambayan ng Pilipino. So dito mga kababayan, gulat na naman yung dalawang school bukol. Na tila nataranta na naman sa mga banat at tirada ni Senador Marcoleta. Nakakabinging sigawan ito. Ito ang sabi nila mga kababayan. So panoorin natin. Totoo ba ito na nagkasigawan? Panoorin po. Para kayo po ang humusga kung ano po ang katwiran ni Senador Marcoleta at Senador Lacson at Tito Soto na mga school bukol. Yan pong sinasabi ng mga komento. Ito na po.
Or institutional are part of the regular budget process. These seemingly inconsistent positions have once again stirred confusion not only within this chamber, but more importantly, among our people. Just yesterday, Mr. President, Senator Lacson clarified that he did not mean to put anyone on the spot, but expressed that this is a chance for both houses to heed to the public outrage against corruption. Yet the fact remains, his prior statements have already cast doubts and shadows, not just to the individuals he alluded to, but also to the integrity of this institution. His disclosure last Sunday ended up banners of newspapers Monday morning, to the consternation of his colleagues. While a caucus was called in the afternoon of the same day to explain that it was not meant to put anyone on the spot but to heed the public outrage, it's too late in the day, Mr. President. Mr. President, the confusion is further compounded. For years, Senator Lacson made it his moral crusade to denounce budget manipulations as the breeding ground of corruption, particularly infrastructure projects like flood control. He called them humongous budget insertions that fueled waste and abuse. But then in the wake of public outrage, instead of pressing for accountability and demanding justice for past misuse, he appeared to have abruptly shifted tone. After pontificating on the evils of insertions, he suddenly got off from his hobby horse of morality and simply urged both chambers to heed the public outrage. What does this mean, Mr. President? That after all the thunder, we simply move on. This inconsistency, first condemning insertions as corrupt, then quietly moving on without demanding redress, only deepens public distrust. Are we truly committed to reform or merely staging rhetorical battles without the resolve to clean up the rat? This flip-flop erodes the consistency of our institutions' stand. Are insertions wrong or are they right? If they are wrong, why did we allow them? If they are right, why did we deny them before? Mr. President, we must confront this issue not with rhetoric, but with clarity of principle. The Senate is tasked under the Constitution with the power of the purse and the vital function of oversight. But let me ask, Is oversight synonymous with budget insertions? Or are insertions merely convenient vehicles for pork and patronage? Without a clear framework, we risk reducing this chamber to nothing more than a rubber stamp of the powers that be, thereby undermining the checks and balances carefully designed by the framers of our Constitution. The so-called flood control scandal illustrates the urgency of this clarification, Mr. President. For years, billions of pesos were poured into flood control projects. Yet today, every typhoon, every monsoon rain still brings massive flooding to our communities. Where did the money go? Were the projects properly planned and implemented, or were they merely vehicles for lump sum appropriations and political accommodations? If Senate oversight means anything, it must mean exposing these abuses. But if oversight is confused with insertions, then the Senate itself becomes complicit. Instead of protecting the people from waste and corruption, we risk becoming enablers of it. This is why the rules must be clarified so that oversight is exercised as a constitutional duty, not as a bargaining chip for the insertions hidden in the budget. Mr. President, our people demand clarity. They demand consistency. Most of all, they demand accountability. The budget is not the private purse of politicians. It is the lifeblood of the nation. The flood control scandal is proof that unless we strengthen our oversight function, billions will continue to be wasted, and the Filipino people will continue to miserably suffer. I therefore urge this chamber to undertake a comprehensive review of our rules and practices on budget amendments and insertions, to draw the line between legitimate oversight and illegitimate manipulation, and to reclaim the public trust in our stewardship of their hard-earned taxes. Let us not be remembered as the Senate that equivocated on principle. Let us be remembered as the Senate that stood firm for transparency, for integrity, and for the Constitution. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you. Before I recognize the Majority Leader, I just wish the presentation of the privileged speech of the gentleman was delivered while Senator Lacson was here. But nevertheless, to answer his question of whether from my 1992 to the present have I not had any insertions, I guarantee you I have never made any insertions in the budget, because insertions are not tolerated, and I will never do that, because when I say insertions, that means it is inserted and it is not done in second reading. You know, but it is done in second reading, and that was my explanation of the 100 billion mentioned in the newspapers. When there are individual amendments and institutional amendments and done on second reading, that is not insertion. Insertions are the ones that were done with this previous budget, which was done in the BICAM. Yun ang insertion. Malinaw yun. May kaiba yung insertion sa amendment. Amendment is legally done during second reading and approved on third reading. Ngayon, nagsabay ka na, nagpapasok ka doon, insertion yun. And I have never done that. All right? Now, the call for this Senate to be open, we have already agreed. I already told the Senate Chairman of Finance that all amendments of senators will be done on the floor. They will own what they amend, whatever it is, and we will not accept any amendment in the Bicameral Conference Committee.
So yan mga kababayan, ito kasing insertion na ito, pinapalabas po nila yung 100 billion na insertion ay masama. So tinatanong po ni Marcoleta kung masama ito kasi lumalabas po na yung nag-insert po ng 100 billion na mga senador ay mga kurakot. Parang ganun po kasi yung pinapalabas ang dalawa. So tinatanong po kung masama ba, may mali ba sa insertion? Yun po yung tinatanong ni Marcoleta. So itong dalawang ito, parang mga malilinis ang mga ito. Na wala namang transparency at wala naman nangyayari sa Blue Ribbon. Na tila, tignan nyo po, wala na pong nangyayaring hearing ngayon. Mas inuna itong budget. Ganito ba kayo kawalang ya? Pati si si Magalong kaaway na rin ng Malacanang. Basta inaway mo yung bossing, kaaway ka na rin ng Malacanang. O mga kababayan, di ba? Marcoleta humirit ng linaw sa 100 billion Senate insertions. Soto pumalag. Halaka mga kababayan. So anong sinasabi ng mga komento dito, mga kababayan? Lahat ng sabit sa korupsyon wag nang iboto, lalo na ang nagnakaw, mayabang pa. Yung insertion na yan ang nanakawin kung makalusot. Walang pagtatago na hindi natutuklasan at walang lihim na hindi nabubunyag. Salamat sa Diyos at may tao kang ginamit para makipaglaban sa mga taong walang konsensya. Tama iyan, need political reforms, no more insertions. Tama naman, kahit wala nang insertion kasi. Diba? Ang tinatanong lang dito mga kababayan ni Senador Marcoleta, masama ba ang insertion? Diba? Para kasing pinapalabas nung dalawang akala mo kung sinong magagaling na school bukol, nangurap yung nag-insert. Diba mga kababayan? Nililinaw lang po ni Senador Marcoleta. Tapos, simula 1992 daw, hindi daw siya nag-insert. Aba, ang galing naman. Wow, di ko na. Ba't walang nangyayaring Ba't walang nangyayaring development sa ginagawa nyong investigation dito sa Blue Ribbon? Tinigil nyo na, wala na. Alam nyo, sinasabi ko sa inyo, hindi yan lalamig, iyang corruption na yan, Tito Soto at Lacson. Hanggat nandito mga vlogger, mga kababayan natin, na patuloy na nangangalampag kung kailan magkakaroon ng hustisya. Tignan nyo, pati yung vlogger ng Malacanang, sinuplak ni Karen Davila na para bang pinagtatanggol niya itong si Tambaluslos na kaya naman ipagtanggol ng sarili ni Tambaluslos. Bakit meron pang tagapagtanggol na tagapagsalita ng Malacanang? Kaya sabi niya, bakit? Ba't mo pinagtatanggol si Tambaluslos? Kaya niya namang ipagtanggol ang kanyang sarili. Ayun, di nakaimik, umiyak ng pauwi. O mga kababayan, ano masasabi nyo dito? Isang like po, isang share po, at isang subscribe. Salamat po, mabuhay.